Good evening, everyone, and welcome to ECW, episode number 3 now. Only this and one more before we get to our first pay-per-view, November to Remember. And here is our opening match of the evening. A little bit of tag team action as RVD and Sabu team up to take on BWO Internationals. I don't know how to pronounce this. Men's Toa? Men's Toya? Tioia? I've got no idea. And Taka Michinoko. I think we can call him Terry Boy. Yeah, Terry Boy. In homage to one of his favourite wrestlers, Terry Funk. Men's Toa. Men's Toa. Men's Toa. I don't know. Either way, we're underway. I think I might slightly change these two, actually, and just turn them into Kai and Tai anyway. Because we're going to have the proper BWO in here at some point, aren't we? Stevie Richards, Hollywood Nova, and the big guy, the blue meanie. RVD now gets a big forearm in the face there by Taka Michinoko. Terry Boy there just flattening Sabu as well. Big match in the tag team division. Only the second tag team match we've had so far in this universe mode. Of course, the first one was won by the Impact players, Lance Storm and Just Incredible, against the Dudley Boys. Yeah, I think these BWO guys, I think might get a little bit of a rebrand. I think we'll take the BWO shirts off them and just turn them into Kai and Tai, I think, maybe. Sabu there with a submission, but Terry Boy with a boot in the face. Rob Van Dam now sending Terry over the top. Sabu there with the Russian leg sweep. I'm just trying to see how it is. Is there a way to pronounce this? Is Takeo Otsuka is his real name. His ring names were Men's Toa or Terry Boy. We'll go with Terry Boy. Terry Boy's going to be a lot easier for me, I think. I thought it was Funaki, to be honest with you. When I saw the picture of the face, it just looked like Funaki. But evidently it's not. Can I type in pronunciation? I can. How do you pronounce Men's Toa? It is pronounced... It doesn't actually say it. I have no idea. What does the name mean? No one's actually got it here, to be honest. We're going to go with Terry Boy, then. Let's go with Terry Boy. That'd be a lot easier for me. Oh, Funaki was in this group as well. Of Kai and Tai, of course, in WWE. I think Men's Toa is the closest I've got. If you know in the comment section down below, please let me know how to pronounce Men's Toa. Or it's... here we go, yeah, Men's Tio. Men's Tio. Wrestler names you didn't know how to spell or pronounce correctly. I got it mixed up then. So it's not Men's Toa, it's Men's Tio. Oh no, it's not. No, that's what somebody. See, nobody's actually. Oh, I have no idea then. No one's actually. I'm gonna go with Men's Toa. I'm going to go with it until somebody tells me I'm wrong. He's now heading up to the top. Sabu heading up to the top on the other side as well. Elbow drop missed by Terry Boy. And a leg drop missed by Sabu as well. RVD rolling Men's Toa or through or Terry Boy. Sabu now with the elbow in the back of the head. Nice drop kick right into the knees. Nice roll through there as well by Terry Boy. RVD comes up behind though, catching him now into that reverse cutter. RVD now heading up to the top rope. Taka comes in, strike taken down. Oh, 5-star frog splash by RVD there on Terry Boy. He does go for the pin as Sabu taking Taka Michinoku down. And there's the win for RVD and Sabu. Good win for them. Very, very good win. Where are they currently in the rankings? I think Sabu was currently bottom and RVD was pretty close as well. So both of them needing those points drastically, weren't they? Taka Michinoku and Men's Toa or Terry Boy dropped down to -1. So that puts RVD back up to a 0. And it puts Sabu up back to a -1 rather than a -2. Currently bottom of the rankings still, though, is Terry Funk. We need some jobbers here in ECW, don't we, really? Who could be an ECW jobber? We need a couple of, like, real crappy... Nobody really jobbed in ECW, did they? I mean, even, like, the looks of people like Spike Dudley and that were doing really well. I mean, not that they were winning a huge amount. Maybe Spike should be one of them. Maybe he doesn't win a huge amount of matches, but he's always the underdog who just has a chance. So maybe, yeah, maybe that's an opportunity. Anyway, we move on to our next match of the evening. We have got Tajiri, Super Crazy, and Little Guido in a triple threat elimination match, or a three-way dance, if you will. And here we go. Triple threat time. We need the rest of the FBI as well. I think I'm going to... the ECW Lives guys, obviously very, very hard-working guys. Takes them a while to get some of these fantastic cores made. So I think in the meantime, I might just pick up a few extras that are not currently on here. Tony Marmaluke and Big Sal. I can get the BWO. I can get the Eliminators. A lot of those sort of people just to really flush this roster out and make it a lot stronger, which I think will be a benefit to all of us. Nice boot in the back of the leg there by Guido. Tajiri now, nice lifting DDT. Remember, this is elimination, so a point for each elimination you get and a point for being... Oh, minus point for being eliminated. This is the debut of these three guys in this roster today. Super Crazy suffers a headbutt by Tajiri there, who just... catches him that big boot in the side of the head, as well as Little Guido now bringing Tajiro back up to his feet. There's still a lot of really cool people we haven't seen as of yet. Rhino will be making his first appearance here tonight as well. Di Malenko, Chris Benoit also making their first appearances tonight. So we should have a really good show for you. The Sandman making his first appearance tonight as well. So hopefully we can see some really cool stuff from this roster moving forward. Super Crazy now with the strikes. Nice German suplex with a bridge by Tajiri. Only enough for a 2 count. Brings Super Crazy back up to his feet. Looking for the snapmare. Super Crazy pushes him away and then into a DDT. Was it? Who was it? Was it Super Crazy and Tajiri that was the... No, it was Mikey Whipwreck, wasn't it? And Tajiri, was it? Mikey Whipwreck and Tajiri that was the Unholy Alliance? With the Sinister Minister. Pin here by Tajiri on Super Crazy. Little Guido watches over, knowing that he wants the... well, he would love to get the extra point, but he knows that getting one of these two to pin the other one would be the best thing. I think Guido would probably end up being a bit of a jobber here. Not a jobber as such, but a lower rated. Maybe I can play around with the stats a little bit and try and balance things out the way that I believe they should be. Tajiri here watching over Little Guido. There's the boot in the gut. Guido up as Tajiri brainbusters and rolls straight into the pin. 1, 2, and 3. And Tajiri gets the pin, eliminating Little Guido. And there we go. First point goes to Tajiri. Tajiri now wrenching at the knee of Super Crazy. It's one-on-one now. Tajiri bringing Super Crazy back up. There's the boot in the side of the leg and then a big one right across the chest. Tajiri in firm control, I say, until he gets jawbreakered. Nice strike there by Super Crazy, who's now up on top. Super Crazy, oh, nice senton, wow. Great senton. Tajiri flattened him. Tajiri's really looking good here. Really looking good. The Super Crazy taking him down. It'd be great if they had like an ECW Cruiserweight Championship. I think would be a pretty cool idea. I mean, we've got Rey Mysterio, we've got Super Crazy, we've got Little Guido, we've got Psychosis, Juventud. I mean, even the likes of Hayabusa can definitely be involved. Spike Dudley. So we do have the potential for a Cruiserweight division here. Super Crazy taking Tajiri up. Running sit-out powerbomb. There it is. 1, 2, and no, it's only a 2 count. Wow. So it'll be a big win here for Super Crazy because Tajiri's really looked strong so far. Tajiri now, oh, locking in the octopus stretch here on Super Crazy. Super Crazy able to survive, but then gets a big boot across the chest once again by Tajiri. Tajiri now heading up to the top and a big crossbody to the outside. Tajiri's incredible. Tajiri really is incredible. Tajiri big boot in the back of the leg. Super Crazy trying to get some hardware. Remember, all matches in ECW are extreme rules. No countouts, no disqualifications. Weapons are not only allowed, but they are encouraged. Super Crazy now up on top. Decides against it, actually. Tajiri, oh, Super Crazy. Big boot in the back of the leg of Tajiri. Springs off the ropes. Looking for the drop kick. Nice standing moonsault by Tajiri as well. Tajiri now taking him up into a brainbuster. There's the pin. 1, 2, and 3, and Tajiri gets the win and both eliminations in this match, which is going to throw him right towards the top of the rankings here in ECW. I will make the ranking list available soon, just because if people are watching these videos in the past, I don't want it to be too obvious who's winning what matches, so I want to get quite a bit on the ranking sheet before we make it available, if that makes sense. Like, if I made this available week 1, you'd see by the ranking points who won each match. So I want to get a bit of time on the sheet before we really allow it to go to everybody. But great win there for Tajiri, getting both eliminations as well in this triple threat match, or this three-way dance, shall we say. And here's our next match of the evening then. This one's going to be crazy. New Jack versus the Sandman. And here we are then. Here comes New Jack. Oh, but look who's right behind him. Wasting no time. The Sandman flattens New Jack from behind. Two of the most brutal and dangerous men here in ECW collide. And it was always going to end up being the crazy one, let's face it. These two men, absolute brutality between the two. I'm surprised New Jack ever got booked anywhere else, you know. Guy was an absolute nutcase. We need some jobbers just to feed to New Jack each week, don't we really? Both guys now in the ring. The referee does finally ring the bell. The match officially begins. But again, as always, extreme rules. No countouts, no disqualifications. Weapons are encouraged. And if anyone's going to get a weapon, it's going to be one of these two, isn't it? Let's face it. A Sandman now dropping his body weight on the knee. Interesting. Willing New Jack back up to his feet, and New Jack managed to take his jacket off, I think. Sandman now throwing New Jack into the corner. And a big strike right in the face. Dropping the leg drop as well, and Sandman just staring down at the grounded New Jack. So interesting one this, the fact that the match began the way it did, with Sandman not able to wait to have his first appearance here in ECW Lives. He wanted to get straight in there and assault New Jack from behind. Sandman now slamming the arm into the mat. And Sandman doing incredibly well here, actually. Oh, curse of the old... curse of the commentator there. Sandman heading up top. This is always dangerous. Sandman now clattering New Jack, and Sandman doing incredibly well. Of course, New Jack we did see appear last episode. I believe, let me double check my... Yeah, he had a match against Hayabusa in the last show. Which New Jack was actually on the losing side of, so he'll be desperate to get himself a win here and get himself back into, well, winning ways, I suppose. New Jack went for the diving headbutt. Sandman able to avoid, and still no weapons here, which does surprise me with these two, to be honest. I thought this would be weapons aplenty with these two. Nice takedown there by New Jack. Now into the pin. 1, 2, only a 2 count. Now New Jack with a big vertical suplex. Nice clothesline as well by Sandman, taking New Jack down in the corner. Slamming New Jack face first into the mat as well. New Jack big headbutt right in the face. There's the pin. Oh, not enough. We still go. Sandman now on the back of New Jack, takes him up and drops him. Manhattan drop. Stalking now Sandman. There's the big DDT on New Jack. There's the pin. 1, 2, and 3. And Sandman gets the victory over New Jack. What a win by Sandman. And that puts New Jack on -2 in this rankings now. 2 matches, 2 losses for him. Which is not an ideal situation to be in, is it really, for New Jack? But I don't think he'll care about his ranking position at all, does he? I don't think New Jack cares about anything really, apart from just trying to injure and hurt people. That's New Jack's prerogative. And it was a decent back and forth match. There were chances for both, but it was the Sandman who was able to knock out that DDT and get the victory. And Sandman gets himself the +1 in the rankings, moving himself towards the top end. Of course, after the pay-per-view, we'll really have a look at who we believe deserves an opportunity. Look at Sandman there just walking across the body of New Jack. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see who we decide would be the best ones to go for the championship at the end of the November to Remember pay-per-view. And here is our next match of the evening. Rhino making his first appearance in this Universe mode, taking on Shane Douglas in a tables match. Right then, here we go. Rhino versus Shane Douglas. I think Shane Douglas has had a match so far. Yeah, he was involved in the big Fatal 4-Way in our opening show with Eddie Guerrero and Mike Awesome. This is Shane Douglas's first singles match. And he goes up against Rhino, who's also making his debut in this Universe mode. There's the table. Douglas slamming Rhino's face into that table and again into the table. What else we got planned for you here tonight then? Is this match 4? This is match 4 already, okay. Much shorter than our previous episode that really went the distance. Match 4 tonight will be another Fatal 4-Way elimination, a 4-way dance. It's going to be amazing though. Chris Benoit, Chris Jericho, Dean Malenko and Eddie Guerrero. It's going to be a stunning match, that one. I can really feel it. I feel it in my bones. As Rhino powerbombs Shane Douglas. I mean, who's at the top of the Taz at the top of the rankings at the moment with 3 points? Eddie Guerrero's got +1 as well. He's the only one in that group, I think, that's got a plus. It's Dean Malenko's and Chris Benoit's first opportunity that they can do. Chris Jericho's on -1. So it's a good opportunity for all of them to really push themselves towards potentially a championship picture. Rhino now, nice spinning cutter on Shane Douglas. And Rhino really in control of this match. Sends the franchise into the corner, running clothesline to the back. Nice, Rhino taking him down again. Shane Douglas now takes Rhino up into a powerbomb of his own. Shane Douglas now bringing the table into the ring. Shane Douglas avoids the clothesline attempt by Rhino, then takes him up into the vertical suplex, keeps the grip, rolls the hip, looking for a second vertical suplex. Again, keeps the grip, rolls the hip for the trifecta of vertical suplexes there by Shane Douglas. Who's now going to set the table up mid in the ring. Mid in the ring? Right in the middle of the ring. That's the English way of saying it. Meow. Meow. Sorry, I was just talking to the cat. Douglas taking Rhino down. Just caught the edge of the table, which made the leg of the table collapse. Now the whole table goes down by the movement of the ring. And Shane Douglas now looking for another table. One table is not enough for Shane Douglas. He's a multi-table man. He likes to have various tables on the go at once. But now he's lost one of his tables, as Rhino takes the table off of him and just hits him in the face with it. And now straight across the gut, and again, Rhino just taking Shane Douglas down with the table. There's tables in the ring everywhere now. Nice takedown there by Rhino. And there's the pile drive by Rhino as well. Now Rhino with a table up in the corner. Into the corner, Rhino sends Shane Douglas. And now Rhino taking him up into a powerbomb position and straight through the table. And Rhino shows incredible dominance here, destroying Shane Douglas and getting himself that all-important ranking point. And Shane Douglas drops the joint bottom with New Jack and Terry Funk on -2. Rhino gets the +1. Rhino was incredibly brutal in this entire match here tonight, though. As Rhino leaves the ring. Or maybe Rhino doesn't leave the ring. What's he thinking of here? Rhino grabbing himself a steel chair. He's back in the ring. Wants to send a message to the rest of the ECW roster. Rhino just assaulting Shane Douglas with the chair. Message sent there by Rhino. He's not here to just be another name in the crowd. He is here to be at the top of the list. And here we go then. Here is the big main event. Fatal 4-way elimination. 4-way dance. Chris Jericho, Chris Benoit, Eddie Guerrero, Dean Malenko. A point up for grabs for every elimination as well. This could really send somebody right to the top of the rankings. Let's see how we get on. Right then, the bell goes. We are underway. Some amazing talent in this match, there really is. Dean Malenko and Eddie Guerrero on the right-hand side of the ring fighting away as Chris Benoit and Chris Jericho on the left-hand corner here. Nice dropkick in the face there by Dean Malenko, oh, by Eddie Guerrero on Dean Malenko, shall I say. And once again, this is Extreme Rules, so no disqualifications, no countouts, weapons are encouraged. The standard. Benoit now, nice gut wrench suplex on Christopher Jericho. This is crazy when you think about it, isn't it? I mean, Chris Jericho's the only person in the ring still going. I mean, well, two of them don't really have much of a choice, do they, really, suppose? But is Dean Malenko AEW trainer now, I believe? Am I right on that? Dean Malenko. And does he work in AEW as a trainer? Am I making that up? Yes, he does. Yeah, okay. On May the 24th, All Elite Wrestling announced that Dean Malenko had joined them as a senior producer. So Dean Malenko, Chris Jericho, both in AEW. Of course, the other two sadly not with us anymore. Eddie Guerrero and Chris Benoit. But it just shows the longevity of Chris Jericho's career when you see how far he is still going. The fact that he was wrestling early 90s and he's still going now. I mean, it shows a lot of things. And number one, it shows the longevity of Chris Jericho's career and his ability. It also shows how much raw talent he had as a younger person as well. I mean, there's not a lot of people that really are able to get into wrestling that much at such a young age. To be honest, isn't it, really? I've got 911 in front of me here. He's the one of the guys we've got here. I think he might be a bit of a jobber, maybe. Yeah, I'm just looking at 911. I don't really know a lot about 911, to be honest with you, but it looks like he might be a bit more of a jobber. We'll drop him down a bit. I think we need to just sort of balance the roster out a little bit, because I think the ECW Lives guys, they've not really taken a lot upon themselves to give the ratings and so forth. So everyone's sort of got a more standardized number. Everyone's sort of similar, which we could use, but I would like to have a few people that are elevated ahead, especially with the ranking system as well. I would like to have some that are higher up and some that probably should be a bit lower down. Jericho now with a lion salt on Chris Benoit, middle of the ring. There's the pin. This could be the first elimination. It's not. It's only a 2 count. So Jericho does need the win here because he is currently on -1 after he picked up a loss in the one-on-one match against Eddie Guerrero on the previous show. As there is the Lion Tamer now locked in by Jericho on Benoit. And Benoit taps. Chris Benoit is eliminated. Chris Jericho gets the +1. Jericho now with a pin on Eddie Guerrero as well, owner for a 2 count. But Jericho determined here to showcase his ability. So I think we might do, I don't know how we're going to, I think we might treat the Television Championship a bit more like the Intercontinental Championship. Like the Television Championship really be for the guys who are just the best, I don't know. I was going to say that the best wrestlers as such, but it would be nice maybe to have like a champion. I don't want to create too many extra championships because ECW was fantastic the way it was, but I'm just thinking that it would be nice to have a championship for the genuine wrestlers. And then maybe oh my god. Sorry, the postman's just posted something big through my letterbox by the sounds of it. Frightened the life out of me, that did. That frightened the life out of me. Guerrero fighting back. Jericho now with a boot in the gut. Another boot in the gut again. Takes up Guerrero into the powerbomb. And a second powerbomb and a trifecta of powerbombs by Chris Jericho. Look at the strength being shown. And it's Malenko drops on top. Jericho weren't happy. He's like, you're not stealing my pin. And Malenko takes a step to one side. But I think that little bit of wasted time allowed Guerrero to get back out of that, you know. Seems that way. Guerrero now taking Jericho down with the drop kick. Malenko tossed to the outside. Jericho's up on top, but oh, not paying attention to Eddie Guerrero. Comes up behind him now. Eddie looking for that German, and Eddie holds on. Eddie on top with a nice a Phoenix Senton, or I don't, I can't, whatever what that was. As Malenko now with a Tombstone Power Driver on Eddie Guerrero. Wow. Malenko showing some incredible ability. Malenko's one of the real underrated wrestlers in history, isn't he? I've said that a lot recently on this ECW Lives. Oh my god, what has happened? Oh my god. Oh, Eddie Guerrero. He's not in a good position. Oh, he's finally collapsed. Oh, he's having a bit of a spasm on the floor, but he seems to be okay now. Malenko now. Just hit a jackhammer on Chris Jericho. Let that sink in. Malenko just jackhammered Chris Jericho. Jericho now clotheslines Malenko to the outside. Jericho now looking for a toy. Can't find the toy he wants though. Jericho now bringing Malenko back up to his feet. Guerrero's finally back up as well after that horrific sort of landing he had in that corner turnbuckle. What a drop kick to the knee there by Malenko on Chris Jericho. Malenko now bringing Jericho back up onto the shoulders and then into the gutbuster. Malenko as well. Butterfly powerbomb. Malenko is insanely good here, isn't he? Insanely good. Throws Guerrero back in the ring. Malenko needs to get a pin here. Get himself a point at least. He does go in for the pin. He puts his feet up on the ropes. That does not going to be an issue in this type of match anyway, to be honest. Again, no disqualifications, no count outs. You can use whatever you want. Eddie now sending Jericho off the ropes into that tornado backbreaker. Positioned pretty nicely for the frog splash there, but Guerrero looks to continue on the assault. Takes him up into this suplex. Like a brainbuster, really. Again, needs to go for the pin. Can't just stand there and watch. Has to go for the pin at some point. Guerrero, nice German suplex again on Chris Jericho. And now a German suplex by Malenko on Guerrero. Only a 2 count. Malenko now with Jericho up into the gutbuster. Malenko again with the jackhammer. Oh my god. Jericho's back up there. Malenko's really impressed me so far in this one, I must admit. He really has impressed me. Guerrero creeps up behind Malenko now, though. Up into a brainbuster. Pinned by Jericho, 1. Ooh. Not quite enough. Jericho with the back elbows now. Jericho now with Malenko up into the vertical suplex. Jericho now taking Malenko up, looking for a powerbomb. Malenko breaking free. These 3 guys have been insanely good in the ring together, I tell you. Oh, what a deadlift German that was by Eddie Guerrero. And Eddie now taking Jericho up, but Malenko catches Eddie. And now Malenko, a butterfly powerbomb of his own. This is Malenko's opportunity here to get himself an elimination. Drops into the pin on Eddie Guerrero. Will it be enough? It's not. It's not enough. Guerrero now booting the guts of Malenko. Takes him up into the powerbomb position once again. Malenko breaks free. Wow, what a slam. It was like a Uranagi there by Eddie Guerrero. Jericho comes back into the ring. Jericho holding his arm a bit now. Jericho taking down Guerrero and dropping his body weight across the knee. There's the pin. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. Malenko booting the back of the ring. And this is elimination, so we need 2 of these people to be eliminated before this match finishes here. Malenko, nice backdrop. Malenko now bringing Jericho back up to his feet once again. Again, Malenko has Jericho up, drops him in a gutbuster. Malenko now staring down Jericho. Jericho fights Malenko away. Malenko sending Jericho into the corner, follows up with a big clothesline. I'm not seeing Malenko go for a single cloverleaf so far, to be unless he doesn't have a cloverleaf at this point in time in his arsenal. That was his WCW finisher. I just assumed he might have it here as well, but maybe he's used the jackhammer a couple of times. Maybe that's his finisher in this one. There is a cat on the desk right in front of the screen. I repeat, a cat in front of the screen that I cannot see now, but she really wants attention. I know you're lovely and fluffy, but I'm recording. Can't you see? Yeah, that's what I'm recording. She's staring at the screen now. Oh, she's not happy. She saw somebody punch somebody on the screen and now she's really against it. Okay, can you move your bum out the way of the screen, please? She's loving this. She's just sat in front of the screen now, just watching all the wrestling going on. There's the lasso from El Paso. That's what got Guerrero the victory. And there it is, Malenko taps. And I can't reach anything here. There we go. Malenko taps. Eddie Guerrero gets himself a point. And we're down to the final two. Guerrero versus Jericho. Once again, a repeat from last week. Jericho with the lion salt. There's the pin. 1, 2. Oh, it's a kick out by Guerrero. I mean, if Jericho was to get the win here, they'd be 1-1, wouldn't they, really? Guerrero, oh, catches Jericho with that DDT. Jericho really busted open, wearing that crimson mask now. Guerrero taking Jericho up into the brainbuster. A win here for Guerrero will put him joint top of the rankings as well here, actually, by the way, alongside Taz. Jericho sending Guerrero into the corner. Looks to follow with the clothesline. Guerrero able to avoid catching Jericho now with a reverse suplex. Guerrero just standing down at the grounded Jericho. What is the plan here? Oh, what a boot in the face there by Jericho on Eddie Guerrero. Jericho now taking Guerrero up into a powerbomb. Keeps the grip. Back up for a second powerbomb and a third powerbomb. Wow. Sheer brutality. There's the pin. 1, 2, and 3. And Chris Jericho does pick up the win. Okay. Okay. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I want to book a match for our ECW pay-per-view. We already have no, we don't. We already have Mike Awesome versus Masato Tanaka booked. I want to book Chris Jericho versus Eddie Guerrero in a best 2 out of 3 falls match. There we go. 2 out of 3 falls. It's 1-1 between these two now. Guerrero won the one-on-one match last week. Jericho winning the fatal 4-way elimination 4-way dance match. And there we go. Guerrero versus Jericho. Booked in 2 out of 3 falls match for November to remember. Coming up for you next Monday. So there we go. That's the end of tonight's ECW show. I hope you have enjoyed. Of course, if you have, slap a like, subscribe, with other good stuff. And I will see you again later on in the week for our next episode of ECW. And of course, also in a couple of days' time for our next episode of AEW. Good night, goodbye, God bless, Auf Wiedersehen, all the other good stuff.